season. That's right. 'Tis the season. If you guys are thinking of contributing, maybe consider gifting some memberships or some subs. You know, your fellow viewer and fan would probably really appreciate that, to have some emotes and stuff for the next several days, especially that Christmas marathon coming up. It'd be pretty cool. Just saying, you know, for me, hey, any support is amazing and appreciated, but hey, maybe you want to gift something to somebody else so they can get something out of it too, right? Good stuff. Nope, I've never done any IRL streaming. Reason being, here's the thing. You know, I'm basically kind of coming out of the end of a decade of being one of the most clowned on people on the internet. Thankfully, I'm coming out of the end of it now and things are getting a lot better.
You sure about that?
But for example, let's say right now I were to say, hey, everyone, I'm going to my local mall and I'm going to film. Guess what would happen? People would go to the freaking mall and they would follow me around trying to film me and try to harass me and probably call the cops and try to swat them all. That's how these people are. They're like really messed up. So if I ever were to do any IRL kind of content, it would have to be completely unbeknownst to the public and then just kind of shown off after the fact. You understand? So I don't have any plans to do anything like that right now. I like doing the content I do now, but I'm not saying it's completely off the table in the future. Just I'd have to be very careful about how I go about doing it. Oh God, what's this?
Phil, are you retarded?
Here's the thing. I just don't need to talk about it anymore. I'm doing so good. Like literally, I'm doing so well right now, right? With views, engagement, support, the chill vibes of my streams, the fact that we are so separated from that crap. I don't need to talk about it. We just sit here and chill and that's it. I don't even want to talk about any of the nonsense, the toxic stuff. We're good, right? Why even bother? Like I almost feel like we're bringing the streams down, wasting time talking about that garbage, right? So why bother? How are the workouts going? Am I going to bulk? No, I'm not bulking. I told you. I'm not eating excessive protein. I'm not taking protein supplements. I'm doing things naturally in my life and my diet, and I'm working out to that. So my body is getting skinny and fit, meaning toned, but I'm not ever going to bulk up huge because that's not my intention. I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. I'm trying to be a healthy, normal guy in his middle age. You see, I'm not trying to become the Hulk. I could do that. I could start taking protein supplements constantly and doing all the stuff that the bodybuilders do. And all I need to do is clean up more space so I can have more serious workout equipment because, you know, 2 dumbbells are not going to do it. I need to have actual, you know, real weights if I'm going to actually try to bulk up. But what's the point? Why do I need to be a bodybuilder? I'm a streamer. I stream all day. All I want to do is I want to be healthy. All right. I don't want to have my body atrophied and overweight and falling apart and having joints that don't work and painful. You know, that's my whole reason for doing this. So I don't know why people are so obsessed with Phil being bulked up. I don't want to be. Exactly. Mike's Cherry Coke says cardio is way more important at our age. You're right. So, you know, like last night I did my workout. It was about an hour. By the end of the workout, I felt great. I was completely sweaty. I'm like, dude, that's exactly what you want. You want to have a workout where you're doing a variety of exercises. You've completely worked your body out to the point where you're sweating, right? And you felt like you really had that burn and you got all that cardio is going through your body. You know, that's perfect. And that's what I need. That's exactly what I need to be doing. So that's all I care about. I'm never going to be coming on stream and being like, all right, guys, time for the big reveal. I take my shirt off and now I'm super jacked and ripped and I gained 50 pounds of solid muscle. That's not what I'm working out for. Again, it's not like I couldn't do that. I could, but then I would need to basically go crazy with better workout equipment, more space to do it, taking all kinds of the protein supplements and things. I'd have to change a lot, which I don't really know if I want to do. Everyone dance. Do the Christmas shuffle. No, I've never done cocaine, and I don't plan to. I think I'll stay away from that, thanks. Now, if you're here and you enjoy the stream, please support it in some way. How can you do that? Number 1, engagement. Like the stream. Leave some comments in the chat. Talk and interact with me. So that way it's not just about the game, but it's about us hanging out and having a social experience as well. That's the key to success. Please do that today. If you are on YouTube, you can consider becoming a member of the channel. You can give some memberships to your fellow viewer, 'tis the season, or you can do a super chat. If you're on the kick side of stuff, you can send some kicks. You can become a subscriber. You can give some subscriptions to your fellow viewer. Again, 'tis the season. Or no matter where you're watching the stream, you can actually tip me via PayPal by using the tip command, !tip, and the command will pop up. All of that is greatly appreciated, and your overwhelming level of support has allowed me to just have the amazing holiday season that I've had. Upgrading my setup constantly, getting new games, jumping around, doing fun new things every single stream. It's been absolutely outstanding. Thank you all for that. Right? Let's keep that positive vibe going. Let's keep the interactivity and the engagement and all of this awesome stuff going in the future. Cool. Here we are. Good stuff. No, it's funny because, like, this person, now, you know that they're probably not serious, but they just said in chat, well, how do we know what's the point of donating to your streams if we don't have a goal to hit? Well, right now I'm about to play Clair Obscure. Why are we playing Clair Obscure? Because you guys have been so supportive recently that we're playing it again. This is a game that I loved so much earlier in the year. I wanted to play it, and I only got to play the base story, and that was it because, you know, people weren't supporting as much. Now, support is so good, we can do whatever we want. We have freedom to go back and play games that I previously had to stop playing. If you like that, support the stream. It's not about hitting an arbitrary goal. It's just about keeping that positivity and that vibe going through the support. It allows me to have flexibility to do whatever the heck we want. How much better is it when there's no pressure, we're having fun, we're playing games, we're chilling, we're having a good time together, and we don't have to worry about, oh, I didn't hit this to hit that. Don't have to do that. You know, it's just a better atmosphere. There we go.
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!